It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the London Black Knights. Carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Out come the Rams, and at the controls, the former Cal Bear standing at 6'4", quarterback Jared Goff.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Man open, it's Tyler Higbee. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Goff throwing complete to Cup. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Goff throwing again. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. Pass the top. Off to the races. Down the right side. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Early on, you hit on it. Needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground. Obviously, weren't able to do it on that one.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. Make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. At the beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football, rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Quick throw caught by Gardner. And he gets his this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Fast to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. It's a 3rd down gain of 10 to pick up the first.
39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's complete. The numbers for him from a week ago, and you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Well, this one is tight end on the right side. There he goes, right side. And touchdown. Big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Goff will lead the Rams out here 1st and 10 at their own 26. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play that time for the Rams. 67 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Out of the gun. Goff. Taken down. Sacked back around the 18-yard line. Devin White in there to bury him for a loss of 11. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Webb. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. It's complete to his receiver, Gilbert. He'll be taken down with across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Now a 1st down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Back at his own 49.
Now Wilson. He's tied in on the corner. It's second touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And this one from the uprights and good. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches really...
He's going to be taken down. Shaquille Barrett leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Second down, it's Henderson. Getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Throwing on third, gone. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there, Goff to Cup, 59 yards.
And the Rams first down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14, Rams 10.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Goff. And this one's incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Robert Woods. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys up and downfield, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Wilson. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation,
this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Wilson will throw again.
Oh, no.
Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle is going to be key. They didn't get one. They get the field. They keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
11 yards there, first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. First down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Down here at the 3-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun. This is caught. That's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right.
No! Are you kidding me?
He's at the 50, 30, the 20, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete.
Oh, no.
Couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Wilson. Position. He pulls it in. And he goes down and now before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That's complete to his running back, Camaro. And down inside the 15 he goes.
11 more yards.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And it's caught. And they corral just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 yards there, just like last play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving. And he gets it in the end zone for a touchdown. Camaro, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already... established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're in for your defensive guy.
One of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul. I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position. We're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff now to throw. This is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air again. Goff. He's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff. Open man, and he'll be the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. To return is McKenzie. And they get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. London about set to take over on offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. You're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is taken in. It's complete. That's so close. He gets it to the run. Out of bounds right there. And that one results in 35 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw again is Wilson.
Wow!
Wilson out with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. Off the action, that's complete. He is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. But a white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
29. Rams, 24.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. He'll tackle just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 2nd down, Kamara. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
25 yards that time.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It's a and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally, here in the second half, that got done.
An extra point by Gate is up and good. And it gives these guys a 12-point advantage. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. That drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up fourth. Well, third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind, while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, captured a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum building enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. London about set to take over on offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. There's a fast release by Mercy to the flat. as it appears right at the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Wilson, they'll set up the screen down to Kamara. He's tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing again. Wilson. Will get this one underneath to Kamara. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He's got it, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, Wilson escaping the pressure right.
No, fuck me! Again? Fuck!
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's completed. In the red zone before the crosses over out of bounds. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about something like Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game.
That's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
They get this out left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, gone. And they get it out before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
11 on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
A shotgun snap for goal. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
And 10.
Throwing again is gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is what
he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Fubunzi.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he takes this off over the middle. Past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first. That can get you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Throw end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now in these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense.
God damn it!
Between last week and this week, 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game.
The 40, the 30, 10, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 93 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster. They ended up getting sacked, fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they can
Inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At that 18-yard
They
line.
run it again with Kamara. Into the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. Under pressure now. He's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Oh, shit.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Wilson to throw.
God damn it.
That's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Now it's gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now gone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24. Sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D lineman, you play the run.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. 22-yard line. L.A. Rams for its next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge. And so I said,
heavy rush, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing on third.
Damn it.
To the races down the right side. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a cap around this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Chipped it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are in the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Throwing now is Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Wilson. But it's incomplete.
They've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 17 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gay is on for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Just a 4-play drive that time.
Rams 41. Bradley Pinion set to
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end the ball game that's been frustrating for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
At the 25-yard line.
On 2nd and 10, gone. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Brings up 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Good. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up near the 32. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, it would make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the upfield will take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 36-yard.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you can go to the field and find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile for L.A., they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on